Hello and welcome. This is a daily reading for Saturday, May 25th, 2019. Let's see what energies we need to be aware of today. So please, Spirit, messages for Saturday, May 25th, 2019. Messages for Saturday, May the 25th, 2019. Messages for Saturday, May the 25th, 2019. One more good one like that. Messages for Saturday, May 25th, 2019. Okay, so right off the bat we've got the Ace of Wands showing itself at the bottom of the deck. So we're going to cut and see what further messages we have. Ace of Cups. So two aces showing themselves in the pre-shuffle. In the shuffle. Right away I'm getting the message that this is the day for new beginnings. We just had the Scorpio full moon a couple of days ago. We are in a very potent time. There are some very strong energies at play here. So let's just put out a few cards to tell us and guide us in this time of new beginnings. Because of course every new beginning comes from an ending, comes from a completion. Maybe you're ready for new beginnings after closing out some cycles. Maybe you've made some hard decisions, or you're about to face some harsh decisions. Let's keep it going. I'd like two more cards, I think. Oh, and they came right out. Alright, so Eight of Wands came out, and another surprise. So I like that on either side we have cards that chose not to reveal themselves right away. So let's just quickly talk about the fact that we've got two twos here in our reading, one showing on the underside of the deck, underlying energy. So the Two of Wands speaks of choosing a path, of having the whole world in your hands, and of moving forward from that. Now, yeah, the world, because the world's in his hands, and of course the world is this card. The four fixed signs are represented on the world card. This is about natural endings making way for new beginnings. There's been a rough decision about this. You've had to end something so that you could pick something else. Yeah, again, choosing one over the other. There may have been a lot of ambivalence about this choice. You may have wanted to close your heart to it, close your eyes to it, but I love that word ambivalence. It's because you felt very strongly in multiple ways, at least two. You felt, yeah, ambi, both, balance, powerfully. You felt both of these choices in a very powerful, very present way, but you're ready to choose one, and that's moving the energy forward quickly. We've got the whoosh of the Eight of Wands here. Communication is flowing now that those new beginnings are ready to come through. So let's... All right, and this came from balance. This came from being ready to stop the inequality in a situation. You may have been giving too much in a situation. You've ended that. You have closed out that cycle, and you're ready to move forward into something new. And the Queen of Cups here, yeah, you're still a deeply emotional person, a deeply caring individual, but you are, yeah, in a new cycle of respect, new cycle of equality is what I'm seeing here. Yeah. And that's bringing through swift communication. So today might be a day that you need to make a choice. The feeling of not being able to make a choice is right smack dab in the middle of the reading. But you will get there today. You will make that choice. You will be able to close out the cycles that need to close out to get to those new beginnings that we saw in the shuffle. They are right on the horizon. They are coming. Nothing you can do to stop them. And they're coming in because you have chosen to be more balanced in your energies. We've moved, I think, from this feeling of indecision to the feeling of being able to make the choice. So let's get a few cards to clarify this reading. And what I like to do is clarify the energies between each card. So I'm going to start with asking for a card for the space between the Six of Pentacles and the World. Okay, in the pre-shuffle, the Emperor is coming out first. This is the After Tarot. This is the Classic Rider-Waite that I used for the basic reading. And now I'm using the After Tarot to clarify. Ace of Wands again coming out in the pre-shuffle. So yeah, there is a passionate new beginning here. And yeah, I want something for right between the Six of Pentacles and the World. Okay, too many came out, but the Queen of Swords, again, being willing to cut something out. The Five of Wands after a time of conflict. The Six of Cups, maybe this is something nostalgic from the past. And the Page of Cups, messages of love might be coming in here as well. So let's keep this going. Please, what is the right message for the space between the Six of Pentacles and the World? The Two of Swords again. Okay, so this has been a difficult decision. To close out the cycle where you had an inequality in give and take, where you were imbalanced, that was a difficult decision to make. You might have felt like that decision was actually taken out of your hands with this interpretation of the Two of Swords. But I get the feeling that it's been made, or it's being made today. Right? The energy between the World and the Two of Swords. The World and the Two of Swords. What's the energy between the World and the Two of Swords? Too many, thank you. What is the energy between the World and the Two of Swords, please? One card. Oh yeah. Alright, so the Nine of Swords coming out. This has kept you up nights. Or at least it's been very stressful. Yeah, maybe you're a sound sleeper like me, but it's been something that you've worried about. Closing out this cycle of indecision has kept you, feeling unhappy here. So let's get the energy between the Two of Swords and the Eight of Wands. Energy, please, between the Two of Swords and the Eight of Wands. The Two of Swords and the Eight of Wands. Ace of Pentacles came out, Strength, and the Ten of Cups. So something was keeping this back from coming to fruition. There was communication that was not forthcoming, maybe because someone was indecisive about it, but I feel like it's coming through now. So again, please, just one card for that energy between the Two of Swords and the Eight of Wands, please. One card. Alright, this one flipped over and I feel like it's the one, the Hanged Man. Yes. So someone who was in that indecisive Two of Swords energy, they wanted to come forward, they wanted to communicate, but they felt like the Hanged Man. They were unable to come forward, but while they were there, they attained enlightenment. And now they're going to be able to come forward with the communication. And the communication might be emotional communication with the Queen of Cups here. So please, one card for the energy between the Eight of Wands and the Queen of Cups. One card, please, for the energy between the Eight of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Eight of Wands and Queen of Cups, please. What do we need to learn about this? One card flipped over. Oh, and that card was the Five of Cups. So you might be hearing from someone who's finally ready to share about their emotions, and they might be sharing some sorrowful emotions. They might be sharing the sad energy that they've been going through. Maybe the energy that they're coming out of now with the Hanged Man and the Eight of Wands. Both of those for me are about attaining enlightenment and moving forward, moving out of a stagnant energy eventually. And here we've got the Ace of Swords and yet another ace showing us the underlying energy. So what I'm seeing here is that we've had so many aces showing themselves in our processing of the cards, in our shuffling, but we're not seeing them actually come out yet. What I'm seeing here are a lot of endings, a lot of decisions being made, a lot of communication. So I feel like this is the beginning of the beginning. Things coming to an end, and now finally being ready to move forward because of some difficult decisions that have been made. Because you have finally felt ready to tackle the worries that you've had, bring balance to a situation, close out, leave behind what no longer serves you, and that's allowing the energy to progress forward. That's allowing people to attain enlightenment, make decisions, speak their truth about something that might have made them very emotional in the past. And let's get a Brian Cloud Fairy Oracle to close out this reading. One more shuffle. Oh, beautiful. We have Nellis the Alchemist showing as the underlying energy here. It's exactly what we've been saying about in our reading actually. She waves her Rowan wand and she brings action to the energies that were stagnant. So yeah, she's getting things moving again. She's getting things moving after they weren't moving. Movement after a time of stillness. Communication after a time of silence. Opening up about emotions after a time of things being stifled. So please, one Brian Proud Fairy Oracle card to close out the reading. Please, one card to close out the reading. Please, one card to close out the reading. A couple are flipping. They're flapping. I think a lot of energies are ready to begin, but they're just not quite there yet. It's coming. It's coming, but we're just not ready. Yeah. I think I've been waiting a long time for something. Let's keep going. Please, one card to close out the reading. Please, one card to close out the reading. I'm going to take those two. Underlying energy here is the green woman, so there might be a wild energy to this. You might be ready to embrace your wild goddess energy, maybe get out in nature for some nature healing. Oh, the singer connection. And Luthas the wild. Wow. Wow. So this energy always gives me a feeling of someone who has been in the muck. Someone who's been like an oil slick. Really, someone who might have been indulging in some unhealthy things, someone who, is making unhealthy choices and proud of it. Look at the expression on his face, look at the oil slick under him. Yeah, so someone has been giving into their vices here. It's been keeping the people around them worried, maybe, but here, we've got the singer of connection. I feel like that person who's been making those bad decisions has had some time out. They've attained enlightenment. They've got some major sorrow here that they're ready finally to express and gain mastery of. And that leads to communication and connection. Beautiful. Have a wonderful day.